Welcome to our session on data classification within the realm of artificial intelligence. Today, we are exploring how sorting and labeling information becomes significantly more complicated when AI systems are involved. Understanding this is critical for your professional practice as an auditor or risk manager. In your daily corporate life, you might be asked to evaluate a new AI tool meant to help your human resources team draft emails. If you understand data classification, you will know exactly how to verify what tier of company information that tool is allowed to read, ensuring it does not accidentally memorize and reveal executive salary details to unauthorized staff members. Let us begin by looking at the core challenge of organizing information in an intelligent system. The fundamental concept here is data classification. In plain English, this is the act of sorting your company's information into different buckets based on how secret or sensitive it is. For many years, businesses have relied on specific software tools called data classification technologies to do this sorting automatically. These tools are traditionally very good at spotting highly regulated information. If a document contains medical records, credit card numbers, or social security details, the software flags it and locks it down. However, the introduction of AI amplifies the risks associated with this process. Companies are currently struggling to properly label their data so that it can be fed into AI models safely and efficiently. Think of data classification like sorting laundry before putting it into a washing machine. Your standard clothes are public data, while a bright red shirt is your highly confidential data. If you fail to separate them and throw everything into the AI washing machine together, the colors bleed. Suddenly, all your standard clothes are stained pink, meaning your everyday public outputs might now contain traces of your deepest corporate secrets. Moving deeper, we must examine what happens when information is not easily categorized. We call these complex use cases. In everyday terms, this happens when a single file or project contains a blend of everyday knowledge and highly guarded company secrets. The technical terms you will hear are intellectual property and sensitive internal data. Intellectual property refers to unique creations of the mind that a company owns, like patents or secret formulas, while sensitive internal data covers internal strategies that are not meant for the public eye. When these mix with standard information, automated sorting tools get confused. To illustrate this, imagine a marketing department creating a major presentation for a new product launch. Half of the slides contain general industry statistics pulled from public news websites. The other half contains the top-secret, patented chemical formula of the new product, alongside internal profit margin projections. It is incredibly difficult to untangle the public news from the proprietary formula. If a business incorrectly tags that entire presentation as general knowledge, they expose their intellectual property to massive risk. Finally, we need to discuss audience alignment. This concept revolves around matching the information an AI learns from with the people who are allowed to use it. To understand this, we need to clarify two terms, which are model training data and end users. Model training data is the massive library of text and numbers fed into the AI so it can learn how to operate. End users are the actual people typing questions into the AI once it is finished and deployed. A critical risk arises if there is a mismatch between these two elements. For instance, if an AI is designed for anyone on the internet to use, but it was educated using confidential customer files, we have a dangerous misalignment. This can lead to the disclosure of embedded sensitive data. Embedded data means the AI has memorized the secret information so deeply during its education that it might accidentally repeat it in a normal conversation. Imagine hiring a tour guide to show visitors around a bank. If you train that tour guide by giving them the combination codes to the main vault, there is a very high risk they might accidentally blur out the numbers while answering a tourist's question. To prevent this, an organization must ensure that an AI built for public users is only ever trained on public information. Let us recap the core takeaways from this session. First, AI makes the existing challenge of sorting and classifying data much more difficult, despite the helpful tools we have for standard regulated information. Second, complex situations where public and proprietary information are mixed pose a severe risk if labeled incorrectly. And third, you must always ensure strict alignment between the sensitivity level of the training material and the authorization level of the people using the final AI model. To truly master this material, practice is essential. All the important topics and concepts from this session are covered in the multiple choice questions on RooCloud.com. You should ideally solve the chapter-wise questions there to reinforce your learning and test your understanding before moving on to our next session.